Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very intriguing news and very cool news because we are now finally seeing major retailers getting some PlayStation 5s in stock and overall for walk-ins too. So it's very cool news I get to go and talk about. As well, I'm going to go talk about how this kind of affects up pretty much everything, because one of the major topics is the fact that with a lot of the corona restrictions kind of going and calming on down, I do believe this finally is starting the era once again for more walk-in news. So a lot of things to go and cover, a lot of things to go and talk about, and hope you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy, because this is actually overall some pretty good news, at least in my opinion. So hope you guys will like the video. And of course, as well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, make sure you guys use that link down below for bonus entries for the PS5 giveaway. Like the video, of course, for this, because this is really good news. And as well, you have the Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, consoles, controllers, all of that good stuff. Twitter and Twitch stream if you guys want to go and follow up on either or. Would love to have you guys there. And of course, the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. Let's go down to the video itself. So, to kind of give you guys the overall good information over here. So we do have a very nice big retailer now finally accepting more walk-ins for proper walk-in restocks. Now I do want to go and say this before we fully dive into the video. This is in the UK. This is for Argos, but the whole premise of this video, you guys, if you guys watch the next like 3 minutes, you can still kind of go and get it. We talked about this maybe like a month back or so, that basically the UK is definitely going to be getting out of lockdown a lot faster, and they're pretty much more of one global conglomerate. If you guys think about it, in America, we have a bunch of states, so some states are slightly, like they're somewhat lifting restrictions, some are a little bit more on the lockdown type stuff like that. So it's not universal as of yet, but this is pretty much what to expect whenever all these restrictions are all pretty much done. So I'll be using a really big UK retailer to go talk about this, and of course as well, we have a lot of American news when it comes to this too as well. So I'm just giving you guys the heads up for that. So let's go dive into it. So we now know that the PS5 Argos restocks are now also doing them in store. And if you guys don't know where Argos is, this is like just a comparison to say like a Target store, but it's for the UK. We actually use a lot of UK news because it kind of actually seems like sometimes whatever they do around like a few weeks later, it'll happen to us. We've also been watching them a lot because whenever they get really good restock waves, usually like a week or 2 weeks after, then usually America gets their next wave too as well. So we do have confirmation now that they are going to be doing in-store restocks for Argos, which is a very big retailer. So let's go talk about this. Give me like 2 minutes to kind of talk about it. Use the timestamp down below if you guys want to. But basically, Argos restocks the PlayStation 5 in a big way, not just online, but in store itself. So after days of waiting for the rumored restock, PlayStation 5 consoles are finally back in store at Argos, and unlike previous stock drops that were online only, Argos customers can actually go and purchase a PlayStation 5 console in store. So I'm sure you guys can tell why that's really big deal. So according to the ever-reliable PS5 UK stock Twitter account, Argos is now accepting walk-ins for the PlayStation 5 consoles. And also what's interesting too, as well as the latest restock, is that customers have also made successful purchases despite the console showing as sold out in the app itself. Indeed, it could be worth popping into your local Argos store over the weekend because you might get lucky. I'm going to go read the tweets and then talk about other stuff as well. So news, Argos stores are accepting walk-ins. This is from a store which at the time did not have a green stock button on the app. It's definitely worth going to your local to try, even if it's out of stock on the app. And as COVID restrictions begin to ease, purchasing PS5 consoles in store will become an increasingly viable option. So let's go talk about this for America as well, because I know a lot of my audience is also American. So in case you guys are kind of curious on overall all this stuff, we are almost finally there. We are like literally just maybe like a few weeks, if anything, away from pretty much every big retailer at least having some walk-in stock. Now, I can still see them maybe want to do online stock or online bundles or whatever. If you guys maybe could use a good example is that even say Walmart, even though we have been seeing a lot of Xbox consoles in their store, they still sold them online. Same with the PS5s too as well. And on top of that too, look at GameStop. They still did have an Xbox Series X and S walk-ins on this last Wednesday, but they also still had a PS5 like event drop that happened on Friday. So this is just really good news, because this is now starting to go and say, and this specifically, and we'll blame, I'll do a little bit more research on this to kind of go and see how, like, if there's more stores to start doing this, is that Sony might be okay with stores now starting to go and do walk-ins, because it literally was Sony themselves that were like, hey, don't do walk-ins, there's a pandemic, we don't want a ruckus and all of that. And as well, Now, usually I mentioned before, the UK is maybe like a few weeks ahead of us because they're more a little bit more advanced when it comes to the actual like lockdowns and shutdowns, more universal, more so is a better word. If you compare to say America, there's like every state has a slightly different. Some states are fully open, some states are not. So say if you're a Target, it's very hard for you to go and be like, okay, we want to do walk-ins, we want to go and have people just come to the stores instead of doing these online drops. But if say like you're in Illinois and you're still in lockdown versus somewhere else that's already been open for a while, you just can't universally for all of your stores go and do that. That's why it's a little bit like a nice thing to look at the UK, because pretty much as UK is getting pretty much open as of now, it does mean that there's a lot more stock available to go in person. But it still kind of seems like we might be in that kind of weird transitionary period because we do have some stores that are still doing online drops. Even look at this Argos that we just mentioned, and as well also doing in-store pickups. And I think that's the perfect comparison for GameStop that is doing Xboxes in stores and then PlayStation 5s online. So I just want to say this is very, very, very good news because we're now finally starting to see a lot more of these major retailers starting to accept proper walk-ins and also have stock in stores. This is very, very good news for everyone out there because as you guys know, if you guys just do like a walk-in for your local store, you're just competing with your local community rather than if you're on like a Walmart drop, you're competing with everyone, scalpers, botters, anyone out there in general, and it's not fun to have to deal with that. Same thing with Amazon too as well. So this is very, very big news that we're now finally seeing these bigger retailers officially selling stock in stores. We have been seeing some of these retailers too as well, more so on the PlayStation 5 end, like say Target with the occasional walk-in, or as well for Walmart with the occasional walk-in that we saw down in Texas and Florida, where they did actually have stock in stores. Same with the Xbox Series S's and X's. And if you guys saw my video earlier on today, how even some places like Myers and BJ's have been slowly getting stock too as well. So this is very, very good that we're now officially seeing really big retailers pretty much accepting the fact that people want to have the consoles, they want to walk into the stores, and they want to get the consoles. So this is awesome, awesome, awesome news. As well, there's actually a lot of benefits too, as I'm sure you guys kind of know, because it just does prevent scalping from happening a lot. I love this stuff. And as well, some of these big retailers, you can maybe use Amazon as an example for their last drop, which really was a like weird 3 a.m. drop. You don't have to stay up until 3 a.m, or like even for Walmart this past week where they did digital restocks at like 2 a.m, you don't have to stay up all night just to go and get a console, which is very, very nice. So that's just, I love this. I love the fact that we're not fully there yet. We're like 80% there. We've gone through this horrible like 5 months of all of us never being able to get consoles. I mean, it will still be a little bit hard when it comes to walk-ins in general, because a lot of people still want to get the consoles, a lot of people still need them, but I definitely think it'll be a lot more easier, and especially for people who are like, watching Twitter, watching YouTube videos and actively trying to get it, I'm sure your chances to get one is way, way higher than say random Jim who's working and wants one, but he's not checking. He'll check once a week, if anything, to see if Best Buy has stock. So it's very, very nice to go and see that we're finally getting all these places on in. Now, as I mentioned, in America, we still have to wait a little bit longer, but we have been seeing a lot of these major retailers kind of testing the waters. So like as the perfect example, as we mentioned in this video already, GameStop. GameStop did do a proper Xbox Series X and S restock this week. And from all, like everything we've kind of seen, it went very, very well. A lot of people got consoles. The stock was very good. There was very minimal problems. If like, there was a few little tiny ones. We even made a video on that, but overall it was like 99% perfect. And of course, as well, it's a lot easier for them to not have to go pay for shipping. They don't have to have major storages for warehouses to go send out consoles. And as well, they don't have to deal with like maybe even like USPS stealing boxes or something like that too, and having all those like awkward controversies. So I just think places like GameStop might start opening up more proper walk-ins soon, as well as also all these other retailers that have been kind of teeter-tottering on it. Think Walmart and Target might also start doing it again very, very soon. And I think it does kind of come down to all the COVID restrictions, which stinks because, as I mentioned, America still has like little bits in pieces. Some places are open, some places are not, and that definitely does make some places harder, like Target, because Target can't be like, hey guys, we're gonna be doing walk-ins now for 20 states, and then all the other states are just kind of sitting there awkwardly like playing with their thumbs. Like there's nothing they could really go and do on that, and that's why I keep on saying that I think the UK will probably have this a little bit more inactive earlier, so maybe we'll even see even more UK stores starting to get stock as well. But just kind of like hearing this news and seeing this news is making me so happy, because I think almost every one of you guys watching this video would agree that walk-ins are so much nicer, so much easier, and some of them also even do pre-orders too as well. And like, I love the fact that they're even able to do that, and I love the fact that everything is just slowly falling into place, that we can finally go and get all these restocks done, and a lot of you guys can hopefully get your consoles if you guys are still waiting for them. So if you guys want to leave your thoughts down below, feel free to. I love that we're seeing this for Argos, and I love that major retailers are finally starting to do more of these walk-ins, and I also do love the fact that we are slowly making this happen too as well for us in America. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And overall, I just can't wait for like a month from now when instead of me being like, yeah guys, there's gonna be a Target restock, it's gonna be like, hey guys, Target has like a massive like 50,000 consoles in stores, go check this weekend, and a lot of you guys go get your consoles. So hopefully that'll happen in the very near future. But either way, this is a very, very good stepping stone for all these restocks. And I also, as I mentioned many times throughout this video, I'm very happy that even places like GameStop did very, very well and did very good, and hopefully we'll even see even more of them in the near future. But thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you guys definitely go subscribe with the notifications on for Sony news, restock news, or whatever. Thank you guys for 45,000 subs. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, controllers, consoles, warehouse consoles, whatever. Twitch and Twitter, link down below if you guys want to follow that Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, you guys go get free stack and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. I love you guys all so much, and I'll see you guys later on throughout today for more brand new videos. Love you guys.